Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do Profit, Loss and Discount, Chapter 8, Exercise 8A. Page number 104. Question 3. A man sells 12 articles for 80 rupees, gaining 33 1 by 3%. That means there is a profit. Find the number of articles bought by the man for rupees 90. So bought by the man means this is cost price. Now we know the cost price, but we don't know how many articles. We've been asked to find the number of articles. Here we know the selling price of 12 articles. We know the profit percent. So from this, we should find the cost price of 12 articles first. So let's begin by saying selling price of 12 articles is 80 rupees. Profit percent or the gain percent is 33 1 by 3. Let's convert this. 33 into 3 is 99 plus 1 is 100. So this is 100 by 3%. This is the profit percent. Now we can find the cost price by using the formula 100 by 100 plus profit percent into selling price. So this is 100 by 100 plus profit percent is 100 by 3. 100 by 3 into selling price, which is 80 rupees. So now let's simplify all this and find the cost price of 12 articles. So to make this easier, I'm going to write it this way. 100 divided by, isn't it? So I'm going to put division like this. Divided by, we'll put this within brackets. 100 plus 100 by 3 into 80. Now it's easier to simplify this. So this is 100 divided by. Now in brackets, it's addition of fractions. So we find the LCM. This is 1. So the denominator here is 3. Now here we say 1 into 3, isn't it? So 100 into 3 is 300. 300 plus, there it's the same, so we write 100 into 80. So here we have 100 divided by 300 plus 100 is 400. 400 by 3 into 80. So this is 100 into 3 by 400 into 80. Now let's cancel everything, whatever we can. So there are two zeros here. I can cancel these two zeros. I can cancel 4 and 80. 4 into 20 is 80. 4 ones are 4 and 4 into 20 is 80. Now multiply 3 into 20 and that is 60. So what have we found? We have found the cost price of 12 articles and that is 60 rupees. So this is the first thing that we need to do. We need to find the cost price of 12 articles. Now we're going to use a unitary method to solve this. Now let's work it out. Cost price of 12 articles, which is found out to be 60 rupees. Now let's use a unitary method first to solve this. So according to the unitary method, when cost price is 60 rupees, how many articles were bought? See, cost price is 60 rupees. 12 articles were bought, isn't it? So the number of articles bought is 12. So when cost price is 1 rupee, the number of articles bought will be 12 by 60. 12 by 60, we have 12 here, we have 60 here. So when cost price is 1 rupee, the number of articles bought is 12 by 60. We can cancel. 12 ones are 12 and 12 fives are 60. So this is 1 by 5 articles. So now we are asked to find how many articles were bought for 90 rupees. So now we can say when cost price is 90 rupees, the number of articles bought is the cost price. When the cost price is 1 rupee, it is 1 by 5. So when the cost price is 90 rupees, we multiply this by 90. Now cancel 5 into 18 is 90. That means 18 articles were bought when the cost price was 90 rupees. So this is our answer when we work it out in the unitary method. This is the way to do it. Now we can also do it in the proportion method. According to the proportion method, number of articles bought, that will be our proportion. So number of articles bought is 12. And what was the cost price of that? That is 60 rupees. This will be equal to, now we are asked to find number of articles. Remember, this is the articles, this is the cost. So here again we have to write articles first, but we don't know. So we're going to put X there. So this is articles, but we know the cost. The cost is 90 rupees. Now we have to solve for x. So when we solve for x, we use the formula product of means is equal to product of extremes. That means 60 into x is equal to 12 into 90. So x is equal to 12 into 90 divided by 60. Now cancel. I can cancel a 0 there. Now I can cancel 6 and 12. 6 2s are 12. Multiply 2 into 9 and 2 into 9 is 18. So we have found the value of x. X is 18 and x is the number of articles. It's the same thing as this answer. So here I have used the unitary method. Here I have used the proportion method. Question 4. The selling price of 15 articles is equal to the cost price of 12 articles. Find the gain or loss as percent. So here we've been given the selling price of 15 and the cost price of 12. So we have to find the selling price of one article and the cost price of one article. And only then can we see if there was a gain or a loss. And then find the percent. Now here it says the selling price of 15 articles is equal to the cost price of 12 articles. So let's consider the cost price of one article to be 100 rupees. That means the cost price of 12 articles will be 100 into 12. So that will be 1200. So this is the cost price of 12 articles. Now here we've been told that the selling price of 15 articles is equal to the cost price of 12 articles, which is equal to this, isn't it? So let's write that. So that is equal to 1200 rupees. So that means the selling price of 15 articles is 1200 rupees. We can write that down here, 1200 rupees. So from this we can find the selling price of one article. So that will be 1200 divided by 15. And that is 80. That means the selling price of one article is 80 rupees. Now look at this. The cost price of one article is 100. The selling price of one article is less than that. That is 80 rupees. That means there was a loss. The article was bought for 100 rupees, but when it was sold only for 80 rupees. So we need to find the loss because cost price here is greater than the selling price. So we're going to find the loss, and that is cost price minus selling price. Cost price is how much? 100 rupees. Selling price is 80 rupees. That means the loss is 20 rupees. 100 minus 80 is 20. Now we're going to find the loss percent by saying loss divided by cost price into 100%. Loss is 20. The cost price is 100 and multiply this by 100%. So here we can cancel this 100 and this 100. That means the loss percent is 20%. So this is our answer, 20%. Question 5. A shopkeeper bought rice worth 4,500 rupees. He sold one third of it at 10% profit. If he desires a profit of 12% on the whole, first we have to find the selling price of the rest of the rice. So let's understand this problem. A shopkeeper bought rice worth so much. That means this is the cost price. This is the cost price of the whole rice. Okay, whole. It's not broken into one third or two thirds. It's a whole rice. The whole thing he has bought for 4,500 rupees. So that is the cost price. Now he sold one third of it at 10% profit. Now he desires a profit of 12%. He wants a profit of 12% and we have to find the selling price of the rest of the rice. So here to find the selling price of the rest of the rice, first we must find the selling price of the whole rice. Selling price of the whole rice. Then we have to find the selling price of one third of the rice. Okay, of one third of the rice. Then when we subtract these two, when we subtract the selling price of the whole rice and the selling price of one third rice, we will get the selling price of the rest of the rice. So first thing, let's find the selling price of the whole rice with what is given to us. Shopkeeper bought rice worth 4,500 rupees. That is the cost price. So let's write that. Cost price of the whole rice. This is 4,500 rupees. And The profit is for the whole rice, the profit is 12% because here it says on the whole. So profit percent is 12 for the whole. So profit percent on the whole rice is 12%. Now we can find the selling price of the whole rice by using the formula 100 plus profit percent divided by 100 into cost price. So this will be 100 plus profit percent is 12 by 100 into cost price, which is 4,500 rupees. Now let's simplify this further. So this is 112 divided by 100 into 4,500. Here we can cancel these two. Cancel these two. Now we have to multiply 112 into 45. And that is 5,040. So 5,040 rupees is the selling price on the whole rice. So we have to keep that in mind. The selling price on the whole rice is rupees 5,040. Now we need to find the selling price of one third. One third. So we found for the whole rice. Now we're going to find for one third of the rice. For that, again, we need to know the cost price of one third of rice. Okay, so let's do that. Cost price of one third of total rice will be 1 by 3 of the total. What is the total? 4,500. This is the total cost price. One third of this. So here we can cancel. 3 into 15 is 45. Add the two zeros, 1,500. So we have found the cost price of the total rice, one third of the total rice. So now we have the cost price of one third of the total rice, that is 1,500 rupees. We have the profit percent on selling one third of the rice, which is already given to us in the question, 10%. And now we can find the selling price by using this formula. So let's solve this. So this is 100 plus profit percent, which is 10%, divided by 100 into the cost price. And the cost price now is 1,500. So this is 110 by 100 into 1,500. So let's cancel. We can cancel this and multiply 110 into 15. That is 1,650. So we have found the selling price of one third of the rice also, which is 1,650 rupees. So what do we have here? We have the selling price of the whole rice and we have the selling price of one third of the total rice. Now we have to find the selling price of the rest of the rice, and rest means 2/3, isn't it? So we just have to subtract these two amounts and we will get our answer. So let's do that. Selling price of the remaining rice. Here they're saying rest of the rice here. So selling price of the whole rice, that is 5,040 rupees minus selling price of one third of the rice, which is 1,650 rupees. We found this out, isn't it? Now let's subtract these two. And that is 3,390 rupees. So we have found the selling price of the remaining rice, and this is our answer. The second part of question 5, we have to find the percentage profit on the rest of the rice, So what is the formula for percentage profit or profit percent? Profit by cost price into 100%. So that means we need to know the profit on the rest of the rice. To find the profit on the rest of the rice, we need to know the cost price on the rest of the rice, selling price of the rest of the price, and subtract the two. So we have to find the profit, we have to find the cost price, and only then can we apply this formula. So we have already found the cost price of the rest of the whole rice. It's given to us. We have found the cost price of one third. From that we can find the cost price of the rest of the rice. So what is the cost price of the whole rice? It's given to us in the question, 4,500 rupees. So that is 4,500 minus cost price of one third, which we found out to be 1,500. So the cost price we have found for the rest of the rice, 4,500 minus 1,500, that is 3,000 rupees. Now the selling price of the rest of the rice also we should have, and that is what we found out, that is 3,390 rupees. Now from this, can you see the selling price is greater than the cost price, so there is a profit. Now we are going to find the profit by saying selling price minus cost price, which is 3,390 rupees minus the cost price, which is 3,000 rupees. So this is equal to 390 rupees. So this is the profit. Now we have to find the profit percent by using the formula profit by cost price into 100%. So profit is 390 divided by the cost price, which is 3,000, and multiply by 100%. So we multiply this by 100%. So let's cancel. I can cancel two zeros here from 100. I can cancel one more zero. Now I can cancel 3 and 39. 3 into 13 is 39. That means the profit percent is 13%. So the profit percent on the rest of the rice is 13%. Question 6. Mohan bought a certain number of notebooks for 600 rupees. He sold one-fourth of them at 5% loss. At what price should he sell the remaining notebooks so as to gain 10% on the whole? So here we have Mohan bought a certain number of books for 600 rupees. That means this is the cost price of the whole thing. Cost price of the whole lot of notebooks. Now here they're talking about he sold one-fourth of them at 5% loss. At what price should he sell the remaining notebooks so as to gain 10% on the whole? Okay, so here to find out the selling price of the remaining notebooks, first we have to find out the selling price of the whole. Okay, selling price of all the notebooks, then the selling price of one-fourth of them. When we subtract that, we will know the selling price of the remaining notebooks. So let's begin by saying total cost price is 200 rupees and the profit required, it's given to us. He wants to gain a profit of 10%. So profit required is 10%. So the selling price on the whole, here we're talking about selling price on the whole because we are taking total cost price or cost price of all the notebooks. So total cost price and total selling price is what we are going to first find out. So here let's work this out. So this is 100 plus profit percent, which is 10, divided by 100 into the cost price, which is 600. So this is 110 by 100 into 600. So let's cancel what we can. So here I can cancel the two zeros from 100 and from 600. So 110 into 6 is the selling price on the whole. And that is 660 rupees. 660 rupees. So now we have the cost price of all the notebooks and the selling price of all the notebooks. Now we have to find the cost price of one-fourth and the selling price of one-fourth. So let's do that. So cost price of one-fourth of the notebooks will be one-fourth of the cost price, and that is 600 rupees. So here we can cancel 4 into 15 is 60 and add the 0, 150. So we have found the cost price of one-fourth of the notebooks, and that is 150 rupees. Now we need to find the selling price also, isn't it? So with the help of what is given to us, there is a loss and that is 5%. So now to find the selling price, the formula is 100 minus loss percent divided by 100 into cost price. So this we're going to do. So let's write that 100 minus loss is 5% by 100 into cost price. And the cost price is 150 rupees. So this is equal to 95 divided by 100 into 150. So let's cancel. We can cancel a 0 here. We can cancel 10 and 15. 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. Now multiply 95 into 3, which is 285. 285 divided by 2. We get 142.5. So we have found the selling price of one-fourth of the notebooks, and that is rupees 142.5. So what do we have here? We have the selling price of all the notebooks. We have the selling price of one-fourth of the notebooks. So now we can find the selling price of the remaining notebooks. So that will be selling price of the whole minus selling price of one-fourth. So selling price of the whole is 660 rupees. Selling price of 1/4 is 142 rupees 50 paisa. So that is 142.50. We need to put 0 there because it is paisa. And when we minus these two, we get, so that is 660 minus 142.50, and that is 517 rupees 50 paisa. So this is the selling price of the rest of the books, that is the remaining books. Question 7. Raju sells a watch at 5% profit. Had he sold it for 24 rupees more, he would have gained 11%. Find the cost price of the watch. So we don't know what the cost price of the watch is. We only know that he sold it at a profit and he wishes to sell it for a bigger price. Then this is a profit he would have got. So let's consider the cost price to be 100 rupees. And the profit percent is 5%. That means in this case the selling price will be 100 plus 5, that is 105 rupees, because it is a 5% profit. So 105 rupees. Now here they are saying if he had sold it for 24 rupees more, he would have gained 11%. So let's use this profit percent. So when the profit percent is 11, the selling price will be cost price plus profit, that is 100 plus 11, that will be 111 rupees. Now let's find the difference in this selling price and this selling price. So difference in selling price will be, take the bigger number first, 111 minus 105, and that is 6 rupees. So 6 rupees. Now let's use a unitary method. When the selling price is 6 rupees, the cost price is 100 rupees because we are asked to find the cost price. So when selling price is 6 rupees, the cost price is 100 rupees. So when selling price is 1 rupee, the cost price will be 100 by 6. 100 by 6. Now we are asked to find the cost price of the watch when it is 24 rupees, when the selling price is 24 rupees. So let's write here, when selling price is 24 rupees, what is the cost price? So when it is 1 rupee, it is 100 by 6. When it is 24 rupees, you have to multiply it by 24. Now cancel. 6 fours are 24. 100 into 4 is 400. So the cost price will be 400 rupees. So if he had sold it at 400, if he had bought it for 400 rupees, the cost price of the watch is 400 rupees. And if he had sold it for a little more, 24 rupees more, he would have got a profit of 11%. So this is our answer. The cost price of the watch is 400 rupees. Question 8. A wristwatch is available at a discount of 9%. If the list price or the marked price of the watch is 1,400, find the discount given and the selling price of the watch. So what have we been given? We've been given the list price, which is 1,400 rupees. We've also been given the discount percent, which is 9%. So the discount percent is 9%. Now we are asked to find the discount and the selling price. To find the discount, we're going to use the discount percent formula, and that is discount percent is discount by the marked price into 100%. Now we already know the discount percent, and that is 9%. So we can write it here. So 9% is equal to discount, which we are going to find out, divided by the marked price, which is 1,400. We multiply this by 100%. So here let's cancel. I can cancel the two zeros here and the two zeros here. And I can also remove the percentage sign on both sides. So what is left? Here I have 9. Here I have discount by 14. Left hand side is 9. Right hand side is discount by 14. Now I want to find only discount. So I'm going to leave only discount there, and I'm writing discount is equal to, on the other side I have 9, and I'm going to transpose 14 to the other side. So here it is division. When it goes there, it becomes multiplication into 14. So 9 into 14 is 126. So we have found the discount. The discount is 126 rupees. So this is the first answer. Discount we've been asked to find. The next thing we are asked to find is the selling price of the watch. Again, we can use the formula for discount which says marked price minus selling price. And discount we already know discount that is 126 rupees. So 126 rupees. And here we have marked price which is 1400 rupees minus the selling price which we are going to find out. So selling price. Now selling price, we are bringing selling price to the side, so the minus becomes plus, and we're going to take this 126 to the other side. So this becomes 1400 minus 126. So the selling price will be 1274. So we have found the selling price also. So the discount given is 126 rupees. So we can write it there. Discount given is 126 rupees. And the selling price of the watch is 1274 rupees. We will stop with this for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you. We'll stop with that for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.